First of all, I think we need charter reform, and I'm hopeful that in the new city council that convenes in January, that there will be councilors that will take the leadership to begin a charter reform process, because we need to look at the entire charter, not just the model. I don't think it's appropriate for me as the city mayor to be the person involved in that, because I would be directly affected, but I do think we need to have the council initiate a charter reform process, which is a little time-consuming and very thorough, and I think there are a number of changes necessary in the charter. I would suggest, from my experience in the last 22 months, that we go to a 4-year term for mayor, because 2 years is just not enough time to get results from things that we've implemented, when after 16 or 18 months in office, you're already back out on the campaign trail to run for re-election if you want to continue to serve. So I would hope that looking at a 4-year term for mayor would be part of an overall charter reform. In terms of the strong council weak mayor, that's a phrase I've heard a few times, usually at city council meetings. I think that that phrase is really overstated and misunderstood. Yes, in the Plan B form of government, it is a stronger city council. But the mayor is still the mayor, and the roles are still clearly defined. The city council is a legislative body. It's just like if this were a corporation, it would be the CEO and the board of directors. Or from where I come from on the school committee prior to serving as mayor, it's the superintendent of schools and the school committee. So the school committee sets policies, oversees the budget, and controls the checkbook. The superintendent can't write a check without the school committee signing it. And that's essentially the same model that we have on the city side of government. The city council is a legislative body. They can set policy by passing and changing existing ordinances, and they do control the checkbook, and that's what makes them strong. I have to send up a request for an appropriation to the council, and the council has to, a majority of the council has to approve the appropriation before the money is spent.
Christopher MacMillan now has an opportunity to challenge, examine, rebut, and negate the mayor's construct. You have approximately 3 hours.
Well, basically, I was a city council for 8 years, and I've dealt with a couple of mayors during my term. We are there for the residents of the city of Brockton. We're all elected officials. Whether you're the mayor or the city council or councilor at large, school committee, so be it. His first term in here, his first thing he did, the mayor here, he sued the city council because he didn't like the way the process worked. And right, the process, the way it worked, was the city council president could put 2 residents on a water commission. The mayor didn't like the choice, so he sued the city council. That's not how you work it here in Brockton. We're supposed to be all together as one. We need to be together. As a city councilor, we're the legislative side. We set the policy, we set the ordinances, and so be it. We don't create the budget. The mayor and the chief financial officer creates the budget. The city council has a responsibility to go over the budget. We can only reduce the budget, but we cannot dictate where that reduced money goes. It goes back into the general fund, and the mayor and the CFO will sit there and decide where it goes. So it's working right now, but the problem I see right now is that the mayor, who claims that he's not going to be raising taxes, that was his last 2 years ago, has raised the taxes again for 2.5%. He's going ahead and spent $13 million, had the city council push for a $13 million bond, which after this election, and I can guarantee you, he's going to be seeking a 2.5 override. And he's also claimed that not to raise any taxes. The Water Commission asked for a 30% increase. He's the one that pushed it forward. 30% increase, ladies and gentlemen. So, the strong council is supposed to be getting along with the mayor and not dictating, is to put the legislature forward to make sure the mayor is doing his job. He's also the watchdog for your money. So if the mayor tries to spend the money, unfortunately, the council that's in there right now, they approved everything I just said last Monday, or Tuesday, sorry. So I believe when I'm the mayor, it's going to be a very different story. I'm going to get along with everyone. I'm going to make sure the city is prosperous. I'm going to make sure we're bringing good business to the city. We're going to create great jobs for everyone here. And we're not going to start dictating to the council what they're going to do, because that's not right. They are elected officials that you all elected. And the mayor is elected by you. If I become mayor, I'm working for you, period. For everyone here in the city of Brockton. That's why I put my name on the ballot. I put my name on the ballot because I care about the city. I deeply care about this city. That we all have to go get together and make the city a better place to live.